At Home with Lucas here. So today we're going to be talking about NICPOW Projector. Yes, people, I finally got my hands on a projector that supposedly is going to work a little bit better in a brighter room. If you know anything about projectors, they don't do so well when there's windows open and when the light is coming in. They want to be in a dark cave and they work the best, or at night outside, pointed at the side of your house. But this one is going to work a little bit better in a brighter room, which is awesome. This thing also has the ability to connect to your 5G Wi-Fi to give you those fast speeds so you have no buffering and no problems. It also has a upgraded 5.1 Bluetooth so you can connect to your sound bars to give you that theater sound and theater quality. So in this video, we're doing a hands-on with the box, quick unboxing and first impressions on said projector. After that, I'm going to be putting this bad boy to the At Home Lucas test to figure out is it something you should buy or maybe skip altogether. I'm here for you, so I don't have to waste your time buying, returning. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, let's take a look at this NICPOW projector. Boom. All right, this is an LED projector. It's for home theater, teaching, office. This is model Q6. Let's go ahead and get inside this box. All right, it comes with a screen that is so awesome. It also has the ability to mount this on the wall, courtesy of some clips. Also comes with a user manual right here. You definitely want to read through all of that. You get the standard remote control. This is very standard for almost all projectors right now, at least the budget-friendly kind. You get the standard plug right here, HDMI to HDMI, plus some audio video plugs. All right, let's take a closer look at this bad boy right quick. So here is the front. This is where the IR blaster is going to go for the remote. This is your most important part of the whole thing. The lens, you definitely want to keep this cap on here for sure. Up at the top, you have some control, which we'll talk about later on. Then you have this two-tone going on right here. This is looking a little bit like mint white right here. Very cool, mint green. And then this is just solid plastic over here. So you got your up, down, left, right, menu, power. You have your S and your back button right there. Go ahead and take a look at the back. You got your two USB ports, two HDMI ports right there. You have your audio video, your headphone jack, and your IR blaster. There's your power, and there's your fan. Take a look at the bottom down here. You got some really nice grips. On the side over here, you have a vent, which looks like it has a filter that comes out. All right, there you go. Let's get this plugged in and get a review in. This is my setup for this portion of the review. I would love to mount it on the ceiling like my other one is, but this does not have the ability to do that. I will in the future be buying a shelf projector mount to put on the ceiling. Just kidding, this is the setup I have going. I went and bought that from Amazon. It's not the best in the world. I would recommend looking for one that articulates up at the top and maybe down at the bottom here. Also, I would love it if it would tilt down and tilt up. Let's talk about the look of this thing. So this thing looks really, really cool. I actually love the white. I like the way that it has like these little textured slots in it right here. It's textured right around there. It just looks really, really clean and really nice, especially with the white ceiling and the silver tray mount that I have going on right there. My wife is slightly annoyed with my projector work, but she said this looks really clean and really nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back of it over here. And if you want to buy this mount right here, I'll go ahead and link this down below, of course. But there you go. Very clean, very awesome. Okay, let's talk about how I'm powering this bad boy. I got my Fire Stick right here. It's plugged into the USB port right there and plugged into HDMI 1. I don't believe you could put two of these devices in here, so I would say the spacing could be a little bit further apart, but nonetheless, the spacing between the USB port and the HDMI port is perfect. I have actually had some where these were too close, so that's awesome. It powers up the Fire Stick perfectly. Everything runs really, really smoothly. Absolutely amazing. Big thumbs up for the HDMI ports and the USB ports. Okay, let's talk about all the buttons up here. So if you're gonna be putting this up onto your ceiling, you're probably not gonna be jumping up here to press all these buttons. So for me, these do not work at all. What does work phenomenally is the IR sensor back here and the one that is in the front over there. They do a phenomenal job. So I can sit down on ground level and point the remote kind of regularly. I don't really have to point it straight up at the back or the front. I just kind of point it towards the projection screen over there, and boom, it works perfectly. So that's awesome. But if you did lose your remote, you could easily get up here and hit your power button and control everything. You just need to stand on something. But yeah, cool. We're doing a blinds closed, curtains open test. I have 3 windows in here, and then I have the bathroom over there, but this will give us a good understanding of how this projector is going to light up that screen right there with a really bright room, but not overly bright. There's also no lights on in this room. Okay, here we go. We're going to power this beast on. Pardon my screen, my daughter did marker on it with some crayon. Okay, so you can see the fire logo and the name really clearly. That's looking really good. Okay, that's looking a little bit over bright, but you can still see everything really clearly. Jump into the main menu on this bad boy right here. It's looking good. You can see everything pretty clearly. The colors are nice and vivid. The blacks are actually quite black. And this is actually at the best optimal size and adjustment. So I did all the adjustments prior to filming, and it's actually at the best that you could possibly get. The only thing that I'm noticing is the screen is not necessarily uniform all the way across. So it definitely does a funny thing of sort of like starting off lower in the corner and then working its way up and then coming back down a little bit lower. But it's one of those things where when you're watching a movie, you don't really notice it hardly at all. It's not something that really stands out. And like I said, this is the best adjustments I could possibly do. But yeah, the Fire Stick performs perfectly. It looks absolutely amazing. It's definitely way more bright and vivid than my previous projector. So I'm really, really happy with this image quality. And if we jump into the settings, I have it actually on user right now. So I adjusted it to those settings right there. And this is a pretty bright room, so take a note of that if you want to. We'll go ahead and switch over to standard, so it gets a little bit darker. And then dynamic is kind of close to user. It just changes a few things. I have my color up a little bit higher and sharpness and contrast. And then we'll go to mild, and then we'll go to user again. So you can see from user back to dynamic, just a little bit different. I think the way I have it set up right here is the best for this room in particular. Okay, now we're gonna close the curtains. Okay, there we go. Now the curtains are fully closed, and you can see it's just that much better. This thing, just like all projectors, performs the best in a dark environment, in a dark room, and your sort of border around your screen starts to fade away. Now, if I wanted to get the projector and my border to be 1 and 1, I could just simply push back my projector a little bit, and it would be at the 100 inch. That's what this screen is. But nonetheless, this thing looks absolutely amazing. It's closer to a real TV than my last projector, but when you're dealing with a projector, you're dealing with something that's not meant to look like a TV 100% unless you spend a huge amount of money. But for this price, you're getting a phenomenal projector, really nice colors, and very crisp and clear. So definitely big thumbs up for this LED projector. Let's go ahead and check out some of 645 by Beachbody. I'm just doing this so I don't get demonetized. If I play any other movie or TV show, it's going to get demonetized. So we're just going to play this real quick, and this will give you a good image quality test right here. Okay, so right off the bat, you can see you got some really nice colors. You got some good contrast, and nothing seems to be too washed out. This is a workout video, so it's going to be a little bit brighter than most videos out there, but this will just give us a good understanding of this image quality from this projector, which I think is actually really good, and especially for the price you're paying, you can't really go wrong. Okay, we're going to be doing some gaming courtesy of the Luna app that's on the Amazon App Store. We got our controller right here. This is my old Note, so we're going to be controlling this bad boy with it. So let's go ahead and load up some Fortnite and see how well this projector deals with some high frame rate. Okay, so there you go. This controller plus this projector did a phenomenal job. So if you're looking for some way to game in your basement or game in a room that you want to set up as a gaming room, this thing is going to do a phenomenal job. Once again, this is a streaming service right here. So I'm streaming this game. It's not actually being powered by the Fire Stick or the projector. The projector is simply just projecting out the image on here, but definitely passed the gaming test in my opinion. No frame rate issues or anything like that, no glitches. So that is really, really cool. Okay, one thing I really like is that this thing is not very loud. The fan in here is really quiet, much quieter than my last projector. So that is huge, because if you're sitting in a chair just below your projector, you will hear this fan if it gets loud, and it will be super annoying in quiet parts of movies and TV shows. Okay, I've been using this bad boy for long enough that I think I have a full comprehensive review, and let's just start off with the image quality. So this thing really does pack a super punch. It definitely is not 4K or anything like that, but it makes a crispy 1080p image that looks really, really good. The fact that it's LED and not LCD is a phenomenal upgrade. This thing really does pack a serious punch when it comes to image quality, and it really tries to look good in bright environments, which is very, very hard for these things unless you spend the big bucks and get the big expensive projectors. So for the price, this image, it's awesome. You're gonna buy it and be like, wow, this is really good. You of course need to have a screen. It does provide one with it, so that's a big bonus right there. The controls up here, I do wish that these had the ability to do auto controls where it would automatically adjust to fit the screen that you're pointing it at, but once again, that's for more expensive devices. The look of this thing is super clean. I really, really love the white. It's phenomenal. If dust falls on it, you're not really gonna see it, so that's awesome. The fan is not super loud, which is great, and it's been pretty hot up in this room, around 75, 76 degrees, so that's really cool. So all in all, I'm gonna give this thing a solid 4.5 star rating, and I'm gonna say it's highly recommended to anyone out there that's looking for a projector that's not going to break the bank, and it's going to give you what you need so you can watch those movies at home and feel like you're in the theater. All right, there you go. That's the NICPOW projector. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely click that like button. And if you want to join the Adam Lucas family and you want to be a part of this crew, hit that subscribe button. Every time I get a subscriber, I get a boost to make more and more videos. And it's because of you guys I surpassed 7K. Yes, people, on my way to 8K, but I need your help. Yes, you right there. Tell your friends, tell your family, this guy's on YouTube. They should go subscribe and watch my channel. But as always, I thank you for watching each and every one of my videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.